This team is driving me nuts! Hawks win 4-2 over the Dallas Stars. And you know what? Why couldn't they put this performance in the last game for Kane's 1000th game? I cannot believe that they absolutely stunk for Kane's 1000th game. But the next game, everything's fine. We're just going to go ahead and pull a win out of our butts and win 4-2 and have a 4-0 lead. Getting almost doubled on shots. We were outshot 30-16 in this game, and we scored 4 goals. That's what you call bad goaltending right there from the Stars. And oh my gosh, where was this? Where was this in the last game? Because for our loving lives, for Patrick Kane, we needed that. So we won. Yay. I said I wanted a win for my sanity. But in fact, it's not really making things much better because of the way we won. 4-2. 4-0. Only 16 shots, you get 4 goals. It's 1 goal for every 4 shots if you can do basic math, which I'm pretty sure all of you can. I don't get it. I don't get it. I really don't. How this team can just stink for a game. This makes no sense. Their last 4 games, they play great. They have a fantastic game, one of their best of the season, winning a shootout over the Lightning. They stink. They lose all of their momentum after having a 3-0 lead. And for some reason, that bad momentum carried into the next game, which they absolutely stunk, and lost 6-1. And then this game, the momentum just somehow magically returns, and they win 4-2. I seriously don't know what team we're going to get every night now. I see the start notification on my phone, and I'm just like, all right, are we going to get the team that absolutely stinks and can't stop a puck for their lives and can't put a puck in the net for their lives, or are we going to see the team that looks like borderline juggernauts? I don't know what to think about this team anymore because they have just shown 2 polar opposites in the past 5 games about how garbage they can be and how good they can be. It makes no sense, and my mind is getting fried because of it. One thing that actually improved from the couple past games was that the power play actually got some power play goals. We were 2 for 5 in the game, and we held the Dallas Stars to nothing, so 0 for 5 for them on the power play. But you know what would have helped? That would have helped on Tuesday! I don't care how many times I compare this game right here to Tuesday's 6-1 destruction. I am going to keep reminding of this team is that implosion that happened because that game is not going to erase my mind even though I didn't watch it because it was a monumentous occasion for my favorite player, the guy that I like, someone I like, and then his team doesn't give him anything, no support, and then they go around the next game and do this and win, not for my team, my favorite player's 1,000th game, but for his 1,001st game, just some random game now. It's just a random game. It's no significance except for the standings. If you can't tell, I'm going to point back to this game a ton because it just kind of I think you guys could tell it kind of drove me a little bit crazy, and I think I'm still dwelling on it. Maybe I don't know. Maybe you could pick it up. I don't know. But it pains me. It pains me a lot to know that team just betrayed him and lost 6-1, and then came back the next game and was like, we'll only get 16 shots on net, but we'll score 4 goals because that's pretty cool, and we'll let up 30 shots, but only let up 2 goals because Kevin Lankin is actually really good, and we should have started for Kane's 1,000th game, and Subban, yeah, he had a good performance, but I mean, like, he just absolutely was terrible in that game. But, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Would we have won this game with Subban? I don't know. You can't tell me. I can't tell you if Subban would have won this game right here. I can't tell you. I physically cannot. I'm breaking a sweat. I really don't know what else to say. I mean, Kubalik scored in the first period, and then the second period we just exploded for 3 goals from Soderberg, Keith, and DeBrincat. And I mean, the Stars scored 2 goals from Hintz and Klingberg in the third period. But I mean, what else do you want me to say? I've kind of gone off and kind of said what I wanted to say. I don't know what else to kind of go over. I kind of already avoided talking about the game and going over it goal by goal in a way. I just kind of took this as an opportunity to rant some more about Kane and how they disrespected him, which I kind of find kind of funny that I just was like, I looked at this game not as just a win and a pretty big win at the same mark for actually being destroyed in the previous game, but as an insult to Patrick Kane in a way, because that's how I'm kind of seeing this. Because, I mean, he's been so important to the franchise, and then, it's his 1,000th game. It's important to him. 1, it's on the road. That's kind of sucky. 2, you lost 6-1. I can't really say any, I can't put it any more blunt. You lost 6-1, and then you came out the next game and won 4-2. I don't get it, and it kind of puzzles me. Puzzles me, if you will. But anyways, I'm still kind of mad about that game. I'm happy we won and got the 2 points. But, the stain of the 6-1 game is going to linger a lot longer than you think. Well, the Hawks better cherish this win because it's going to be a bit rough here. We got the Florida road trip. We did that first 4 games of the season. We're going to fly out to Florida and make our second and final road trip of the season to Florida. We'll play the Panthers for 2 games in Florida, and then we'll have to go to Tampa and Amalie Arena. You see what I meant when the schedule, I think I may have said it a couple videos ago, but I said the schedule was going to get harder. We just had Tampa. Dallas was supposed to be a bit of a break, I guess, but no, we had to lose 6-1. We have Florida, who's getting really hot right now. They're actually kind of giving the Lightning a bit of a run for their money now. It's pretty interesting to see how those 2 teams will go. I actually really enjoy this dynamic here with the 2 Florida teams actually performing well. Could actually mean some pretty big games between those 2 teams, which could spark a huge Florida rivalry, which I would personally love to see. I think it'd be great for the sport of hockey. It's funny because I was like, we got the Panthers and the Lightning, and then we have the Panthers again at home, which, I mean, that's kind of a game, a series. It's good. It's them again. We played them like really recently. We'll have some really familiarity with that team, and we're at home. But then we've got the Nashville Predators. We haven't seen them in a long time. It's been since like the first 10 games of the year since we've seen that team, and I do not like what I'm seeing. They're getting pretty good here, and that scares me. But anyways, after that, we got, the Hurricanes and then the Predators again, and it doesn't get any easier. It's like we basically it's like we looked good, but for the majority of those games, we were playing the Jackets and the Red Wings. We've exhausted pretty much all of our games against the Jackets and the Red Wings. I think we have 2 more games against each of those 2 teams, and they're both not looking great. I mean, Dallas really isn't looking that great either, but then again, Dallas went to the Cup final last year. We've exhausted all of our games against Detroit and Columbus, and the schedule is really heating up at this stage of the year. And it does start to raise some red flags with some of our performance from the past couple of games, and I'm a bit nervous. Anyways, all you can do is speculate. The team has to put forth the effort, and the team has to win the games. Fans can't do anything but watch and support. That's the hardest part. It's out of your control. And these teams are not easy opponents. And this team right here needs to step up in order to continue their trek towards the promised land, which at this point is only the playoffs. Because it looks like the Lightning and the Panthers and the Hurricanes there are some of the hottest teams in the league. I think those 3 teams will have 3 spots locked up. And then who knows? It's probably going to be between us, Dallas, and Nashville down the line. Maybe Columbus if they get good. Detroit's out of it, and we all know it. I know I'm just taking this opportunity to crap on Detroit, but it's fun to laugh. It's fun to laugh at Detroit. Haha, you suck. You didn't even get the first pick. You didn't even get a lottery pick. You had to settle for the 4th pick, you losers. Enough lightheartedness out of the way. For real, this team needs to just find an identity because it seems like we're struggling in this past couple of games here to find some consistency. And that's what we need to do here, especially against these tough opponents. If we can show up and show these tough opponents, specifically Florida and Tampa, that we came to play, it could spell good news down the line. Without any more rambling, that's going to do it for this one. I hope you all enjoyed me just go off on another rant instead of kind of go over the game in a boring kind of way, I guess. I don't know. Hit like if you like this style of video more so than the kind of go over the game goal by goal. And then hit that subscribe button because, I mean, if you like this content, why wouldn't you, subscribe? And that's really it for me. I'll see you guys next time.